Okay. I think some people really need to have a little history lesson on Kobe Bryant and his parents because some of these people have some of the dumbest takes well, they have their own takes. So I was listening to Philly Phil. Is a lady. She's a Umar supporter. Um, is what it is with that. But she had this take that like Vanessa Bryant owed Kobe's parents money and that she was the reason why Kobe turned on his parents and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is some weirdo shit. I think people really need a history lesson on Kobe and his parents. All right. So we all know that Kobe was raised in Italy. He wasn't raised around a bunch of black folks like that. It was his parents. All right. So they went in Italy. They were raised there. Kobe's dad was a player, basketball player. I'm assuming he's in Italy. So he retired. They came back to America. He met Vanessa. They got married. I don't even think they were. I think he just turned 18 and she was like 16 at the time. So they were real, real young. So of course his parents did not approve of this marriage because she was Hispanic and they were and the age difference. I mean, he was only like 18, 19. Yeah, way too young to be married. But that's neither here nor there. So they didn't show up for his wedding. They didn't show up for any of his games, including the NBA final games. And they didn't even show up for his last game. Okay. They never liked his wife. They didn't like his wife. So why should she have this like love for them when they didn't like her? So it's like what are you talking about here? So then I guess people forgot in 2013 that they tried to sell his memorabilia, his stuff, including his championship ring. Now, the ring he gave to his father, so that's a gift. So that one, that's their right. Once you give somebody something, and whatever they do with it is what they do with it. Okay. But when you selling his other stuff, his jerseys and all that was not theirs to give. Yeah, he had a problem with that, so he sued them, and he sued the auction place that sold it. And his parents had to publicly apologize to him for that. So you have parents that don't agree with your marriage, regardless of regardless how you feel about interracial marriage. I know it's a stinging topic for black folks, which to me, I'm neutral on it. Whoever you marry, that's your business, really. And but whatever comes of that's on you. So 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 that was it. And then they did try to repair the even after all that, they did try to repair the relationship because Kobe has children now. Kobe had children. He has three, well, at the time while he's alive, three children. Okay, three children. So unfortunately, Kobe died in that helicopter crash, and they showed up for the funeral, and but Vanessa didn't give them no money. Vanessa didn't owe them no money. That's his money. He earned that. His parents didn't earn it. He earned it. He won all those champions. He was on the court. He tore his fucking knees, put his body on the line every night. His parents didn't do that. Yes, they gave birth to him. Yes, I understand all that. But all he owed them past that is be a competent human being, which Kobe surpassed that. He wasn't. He ain't do nobody. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't rape nobody. He ain't do anything that would bring dishonor to this family. The only thing you make the argument about is marrying Vanessa. Okay, but other than that, upstanding human being, law-abiding citizen, ain't bothering nobody. Was he perfect? No. Was he a dick to his teammates? Yeah. But guess what? They still want him on that team. He never left the Lakers. So, I mean, all right, sorry, y'all. I was looking at somebody sent me a text. So all this talk about Vanessa his parents, Vanessa Kobe's mother, she don't owe them a goddamn thing. If Kobe didn't put it in his will, then no, she don't owe them a goddamn thing. If he didn't fuck with his parents, why should she? So basically, you telling her to override her husband for people that don't like her because of what? And this, she taking money from the black community. When did Kobe give anything to specifically black people? When did Kobe do that? Matter of fact, let's even take it deeper. When did his parents do that? Okay? When did his parents give anything to the black community? Remember, these people moved all the way to Italy with their son. Unless there's some black people in Italy, there's a black community up in there in Italy that I don't know about that they were supporting. They ain't giving nothing to the black community either. So why the fuck you think Kobe gonna do it? And why would he do it after he got married? What is wrong with people? People are dumb. Some of these urban folks always pocket watching and begging people for money, begging their celebrities for money. These people don't owe you a goddamn thing. If they choose to give it to you, great, but they don't owe you nothing. Kobe don't owe me a dime. I'm not going to Kobe. Hey, Kobe, could you spare me a couple of dollars? I got family members who make way more than me. I'm not going to the house. Hey, can you spare me a couple of thousand on my rent? No, I make my own goddamn money. What is wrong with you people? Your parents' job is to make sure you're a competent human being. And if they treat you well enough, then you help them out. It's supposed to be your parents supposed to put you in a position so when they get old, you can help them out without much difficulty. But they are not owed nothing from their children. They're not owed nothing. Like they deserve something. Kobe didn't have to give them that. If they supported the marriage, actually treated the wife decent, because people always keep saying Vanessa treated the parents like shit. The parents didn't even like her like that. So they gonna treat me like shit. Why should I treat them more? Why should I treat them more than they treat me? That makes no sense to me. My ex-wife and my mother. My ex-wife treated my mother with the utmost respect. It's just that, like she would call her mother her name. She did that with my mother. My mother didn't like that, and I had to explain to my mother, "Mom, they raised differently over there." Because my mother old school. I'm old school. I wouldn't call my ex mother-in-law her real name. I'm old school. You're older than me? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. I would never call them by their name. Even though she tried to get me to just call me. No, no, I'm not going to do that. No, Miss Smith. I will never call him by her first name. But my mother, my ex-wife, and I had to tell, you can't do that. My mother's old school. They don't play like that. If she don't know you like that, it's Miss. My mother, Miss Speak. Not my real name. Yeah, get the point. But the point of it is, it's like that man's married. His first priority is his wife and his children. So the money didn't go to the Latino community. It went to his wife and his children. She got trusses for the remaining children. They straight. That's what he was supposed to do. Marry a woman to make sure his kids are straight. Other than that, he don't owe y'all nothing. He don't owe the community nothing. Y'all didn't help him train all those. If y'all hear about how Kobe trained, y'all wasn't there helping them train every fucking day, every fucking night. That was him on his own. Y'all didn't help him negotiate those contracts. Some of his biggest supporters was not y'all, it was white folks. They pay his checks, not you. What's wrong with you people? And one of the most disgusting things I saw was like, after this man died, this man hadn't been dead 24 hours. They like, where his money going? What the fuck's wrong with you people? Like y'all do anything for the. It's funny to me. The people who complain most about Kobe not doing for the community, they don't do shit for black people them damn selves. They ain't got no business helping black folks. They don't have no organization. They don't give shit to the community. But they worry about Kobe money. And why is he giving it to that Latina? That's his fucking wife, moron. That's his kids. That's his top priority. His parents, once he got married, his parents are secondary. Your parents is not your top priority. When you're married, your wife or your husband and your kids are your primary responsibility. Past that, then the parents are maybe second or third, dependent. Your parents are not your primary priority when you're married. So, and plus, Kobe's parents didn't like his fucking wife and probably didn't like his children like that. I'm just speculating. So what makes you think that Vanessa gonna give her any of them people money? They didn't like her. They probably didn't like the children. They didn't visit them. They try to steal from this man. And if Kobe didn't fuck with him like that, why should she? Hell, she don't even fuck with her own mom like that. And she don't even fuck with her own mom like that. Why the fuck you think he gonna treat his parents any different? Some of you motherfuckers are just weird. But these are probably the type of people who will steal from their fucking children and then get mad at the children because they ain't giving no more money. Like these children owe you something. These are probably people who will use the child's social security and to get, put put a bill in their name, and then before they even 18, now their credit score is in the toilet. They can't even do nothing. These are the kind of people who bitch about Kobe money. Kobe's money ain't yours. And this black community, these urban folks, do y'all know they spend more money on non-essential stuff from other races of people? They spend more money than what Kobe, Shaq, LeBron could make in they all in 2, 3, 4 lifetimes, and continue to do it to this day. How many? You know how many people I ride in Uber? Black folks, by the way, have an iPhone. How many of them using deodorant that ain't made by no black person? They got black owned deodorant, black owned soap, black owned laundry detergent. They got all that. Black people got that, but they ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get no black products. I bet you all these people who bitch about Kobe money, I bet you they don't even put 10% of their money into a black owned business. 10%. They ain't giving no 10% of their money to a black owned business. I guarantee you they won't. Most of these people won't even go to a black hairstylist or anything like that. But they sure run to that Asian place where they'll whoop their ass. You try to protest an Asian shop. You got black folks wanna beat your ass. Why are you keeping me from my weaves? And don't keep them from the Jordans. Oh shit, you about to get shot. But you worry about Kobe money. The fuck out of here. Y'all worry about Kobe money. Non-essential stuff. Y'all blow on non-black people, but you worry about Kobe money. I'm including that, but you see me, I'm not ranting about Kobe money. I don't care about Kobe money. I didn't help him make it. I didn't pay him. I didn't pay him. I ain't go see none of his games live in person. I seen him on the TV. That's it. I don't worry about Kobe money. Kobe money ain't coming to me. Kobe money ain't like magically Kobe. Even if Kobe was still living, where did he give to the black community while he was living? See, that's the problem with y'all, with urban folks. Sorry, not y'all, urban folks. You think that if an urban person marries another urban person, automatically they're gonna give to the black community? That's a lie. If that urban person was not giving anything to the black community before they married, what makes you think they're gonna do it after they get married? You got urban folks who are married to non-urban people, and they still give to the black community. They still give to the urban folks. They still do that, even though they're not married to a black person. They still do it because that's in them. That was in them to begin with. So it don't matter who they dealing with, they gonna still do it. And that partner either gonna Join along, Ben and Grin and Barrett, or they gonna bounce out. But the opposite is gonna be true. If they wasn't giving nothing, that partner ain't gonna try to convince them to do otherwise. Did we forget equally yoked? Most people have the same values when they married. So if this black man or black woman won't give into the black community when they were single, they ain't gonna give it when they marry. It don't matter who they marry. But if they were doing that beforehand, they're gonna keep doing what they doing. Y'all giving Vanessa Bryan way too much credit. If she really was about stealing Kobe money, she could have been done that. She could have left him when that whole thing with that girl in Colorado. She could have took him for big bank. 10 years. When the 10-year anniversary came, she could have took him for big bank. Hell, even before she died, she could have took him for big bank. She never left. Never left. Stayed with him through all that. Y'all been wishing on this man's marriage downfall for years. And the only way it ended was with his death. And some of y'all can't even stand that. Y'all can't even stay together for shit. But that man was married for over 10 years. And she was right there. And she followed his wishes. The children have a trust for him. Nobody can touch it. And the rest is hers. When you're married, that money, your money is my money is your money. That last time I checked in the marriage, it didn't say where the parents get money. Oh, you also know. Also, guess who else didn't give that? Well, he didn't give his father no money. That was Michael Jackson. He didn't give his daddy shit. He gave it all to his mother. That was the reason for that. Dad was whooping his ass, fucking him up super hard. Now you can make the argument, yeah, now he should have owed him some money, but he gave it to his mother because his mother treated him kindly. But meanwhile, Kobe Bryant's mother was trying to steal from him, so she don't get nothing. But she birthed him. Okay. And guess what? He didn't disrespect him or nothing. But he don't fuck with him. He has a wife. What's the problem? Some of y'all feel, yeah, especially some of you women feel entitled. You're not entitled to shit. You treat your children right, they will treat you right. If you don't, oh well. You're gonna be alone in the nursing home, or alone, dead, and nobody gonna give a fuck. How I know that? I got a coworker and one of my mother's friends that happened to. They died alone. And their family didn't give a fuck. They did not give two fucks. They let the state take them. You treat your children right, they're gonna treat you right, unless they got some drugs or something in them. Now, drugs and stuff like that, you can't change. That's chemical stuff happening. But that ain't a problem. If you treat your children right, more often than not, they're going to treat you right towards the end of your life. How do I know? Because I had to take care of my mother before she died. My brother ran off. Now, again, my brother was dealing with drug issues. So it is what it is. Those drugs made him weak as hell. So I had to step in. I had to tell my mother, Mom, you need to stop working. You're killing yourselves. And I took on that responsibility. But that's because how my mother treated me. If my mother treated me like shit, you think I'm going to be helping her? Hell to the no. But that would have been my choice. Now, my ex mother in law, her mother treated her like shit, but my ex mother in law still took care of her mother. That's her. That was her decision to do. Meanwhile, her sons, well, both of them were drunks and druggies. Didn't do shit for their mother. But those were her favorites. But but again, that was my ex mother in law's choice to do that. It's a choice. You treat your children right, they're gonna treat you right. But it still had to be their choice. But if you're gonna steal from them, you're gonna shit on their wife. What makes you think they gonna do for you? You treat them like shit. What you think they gonna do for you? So guess what? They ain't getting no money. And guess what? The wife honored her husband. Vanessa honored her husband. She ain't give him shit, and she ain't got to. Her priority is herself and her children. His children. Ain't that what you want for your wife? But I don't know. Some of you urban folks be like, you supposed to honor your mother no matter what, even above your children. Some of y'all sick. Wonder why some of y'all by yourselves. I would be by. I wouldn't want to be around y'all either. Some of y'all treat mothers like they fucking gods. They ain't fucking gods. They're just human beings. Mothers can be beating on their kids. Y'all, yeah, well, you know, and she shouldn't be in their position. Shut the fuck up. I see some woman now. She's whooping that child. Hey, it is what it is. I got whooped by my mom. I had the belt that hit my ass, but I did something I deserved that whooping. But you just beating on the kid just because you mad? Sorry, ma'am. I don't. You ain't about to do that in front of me. But some of y'all let the let the woman hit the kid, beat on them like they fighting a enemy. Y'all ain't gonna do a goddamn thing about it. You know that mama crazy, and y'all still leave the kids around them. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Fucking sick fucks. Man, this community's toast, man. Shush, Jesus Christ. They still worrying about Kobe money. Kobe been dead. Yeah, I ain't getting Kobe money. I'm sorry. His parents ain't getting his money. I'm sorry. Unless Vanessa changed her mind. And I don't think she going to. She ain't even trying to give her mother money. If she ain't giving her money, what she gonna do with his parents? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking weirdos, man. Counting other people's money, I ain't gonna touch. Ain't your money. Ain't your decision. All these celebrities, I don't care who they are. Ain't my money. Ain't my money. Ain't my problem. I ain't touching it. Ain't my money. I don't care what they do with their money. That's their money. They earned that. Like these rappers, that's their money. They earn that. And most of it come from white folks. Ain't come from you. So they do what they want. Don't give a shit. Let them marry them white chicks. Get ran through. That's what they get. Let people do what they do and get fucked. Why are you crying? Too many people crying about other people's money. The black community. Well, ma'am, go do something for the black community and shut the fuck up. Go do something for the black community and shut the fuck up. All this is bitching. Y'all bitch. This community bitches so much. And I know I'm probably sound like I'm bitching. But I'm trying to make a point on this. Y'all cry about Kobe money. But when's the last time you put money in a black community? When 10%. I'm not even asking you for 20, 25, 30, half. No, 10%. Hell, you know what? I'll do even better. 1%. Can you do 1%? 1%. Can you can you give $1 to a black owned business? Can you do that? Can you give $1? Once y'all start doing that on a consistent basis, then maybe you could talk about Kobe money. Then you could talk about LeBron. Maybe then you could talk about insert rapper here. But until y'all do that, till you give that 1%, why are you talking? Why are you worried about Kobe Bryant money? What about his parents didn't get? You don't even fucking know the history. Kobe Bryant's parents didn't deserve any money. They rejected his marriage. They they didn't show up for him when he needed them. Didn't try to steal from him. What makes you think they earned that money? Oh, well, they gave birth to him. Well, whoop de fucking do. He did his part. He's not a fuck up, and and he made their legacy more than they could do together. I think that way more than the money that y'all think that he owes him or his wife owes him. Be glad Kobe became who he was. That's what you're owed. Him not to be a fuck up. And and anybody thinks that he and his wife owed him more than that, go fuck yourself. You think Kobe Bryant money should go to the community? Go do something in the community. Put your money where your mouth is. I bet you most of you can't. Most of y'all dumping money in the Umar. Most of y'all dumping money in who else? Y'all dumping money to Meg the Stallion ain't done shit for the community. Most of y'all dump money into the Breakfast Club. Most of y'all dump money into content creators ain't doing shit for the community. But then you want to talk about Kobe. Put your money in the black community. No, actual people that's actually doing something in the community. I'm not talking about content creators who just come on here bitching. No, I'm talking about people that actually do something in the community. I can give you two off my head. George Macon, Q Butter. That's two off the head. They doing something in the community. Put your money into that. Give I don't know 5% of your money. Give 5% to them. Then have that conversation about Kobe Bryant and his money and what he didn't do for his parents and shit. Do that. Matter of fact, do better. Put y'all children in positions where they can make money and be able to take care of you. No, 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 that's too much. That's too much. Put your children in position where they can make money and sustain themselves without having to come to you. Do that. Then you can talk about Kobe Bryant. But let's face it, most of y'all can't do that. Worrying about Kobe Bryant, man, yeah, and his parents. Y'all don't even put y'all children in any position to do anything for you. They gotta put you in the nursing home because they broke. And some of you parents are so fucked up. Y'all don't have insurance on yourselves. Y'all ain't save shit. I mean, after the kids left. I'm talking about after the kids left, not before. I ain't save shit. Y'all ain't have a job that was had to literally yank money from your account. Y'all probably ain't saved nothing. But hey, well, I know. Well, I know. Well, you ain't got kids. You ain't. Yeah, I know. But guess what? I had a pension for myself, and do have savings, and was had to be the one to take care of my mother because she didn't have any savings or enough. And when she had the ability to invest, she didn't take it. And she had the money to do it. So yeah. But that's it for the rant. I just I just hate these narratives that children owe parents just because they gave birth to them. You treat your children right, you give them a way to succeed, and continue to treat them right, they will treat you right. But if you don't do that, if you basically disown them, what makes you think they owe you something? You made your choice. You want to separate from him? Okay, well, he separated from you. His parents made a choice. They wanted to cut ties with him, so he cut ties with them. That's their choice. So what's the problem? Like people owe people. Oh man, people's mind is just they out of there. People owe you something, and you ain't do nothing for them. You treat them like shit, and still expect something from them as a parent. What the fuck? You ain't been there for your child, but oh, you owe respect because you're a mom or a dad. You ain't owe shit. You ain't treat them right. You ain't owed nothing. You don't deserve shit. Some of y'all deserve a backhand, but that'd be too much. But shit, man, I don't know. Let's just that shit just irritates me. I don't like these narratives that he owes the money and Vanessa stole the money from the black community. Oh my god, would you shut the fuck up? Vanessa didn't steal shit. She didn't turn Kobe against his parents. His parents turned their back on him. His he still gave him a ring. Even after all that, rejected his wife, didn't show up to the wedding, he still gave him a championship ring. And what did they do to repay him? Sold his shit. Now, like I said, the ring, okay. All the other stuff that he didn't give him, nah, they were out of pocket. They were out of pocket for that shit. Had to go to court. When you got to go to court on your own parents, your parents are fucked up. But Kobe still owed them nothing. They ain't owe them a goddamn thing. You fucking lucky he ain't fucking lock them up. So no, Vanessa don't owe his parents a goddamn thing. They don't owe him a dime. They can. Hey, you rejected her. You rejected the marriage. You rejected him. Okay, so you're not owed nothing. Just like He ain't owed anything. If they wouldn't leave him nothing after they died because of his decision to marry her, they well within their right. They're well within their right. So, see, I'm fair and balanced with this shit. If you don't follow what your parents want you to do and they cut you out the will, they cut you out their life, hey, you got to eat that. But on the same token, same thing. You want to cut yourself out of your kid's life? Well, guess what? They're going to cut you out of theirs. Oh, well. It's fair is fair. If you don't like it, oh, well. So that's it. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I just I hate this narrative about Kobe and his parents, his wife owed him and all that shit. His parents ain't owed nothing. If that's the case, then hey, Michael should owe Joe, but nobody tell Michael kids, yeah, you need to pay Joe Jackson, even though Joe Jackson had more influence on Michael than fucking his dad had on Kobe. Kobe's dad had on him. If you want to be truthful, but you know what it really is. Kobe didn't give nothing to his mom. They can give a fuck about dad, but they ain't give nothing to his mom. That's where some of these women really mad at. Why you ain't give nothing to his mom? His mom, and it's like, uh, didn't she follow her husband? Didn't speak to him or nothing. So why she should be owed anything? Well, she gave birth to him. Okay, and still treating him like shit. It still was part of selling his stuff. So guess what, mom? You get treated just like you want to follow your husband. Well, you get treated like your husband. You treat my wife like shit. Well, hey, you get treated like shit. Sorry, that's life. Sorry. Even the mother. Once you get married, hey, my priority is my wife, not my mother. Just like when I was married, my priority was not my mother; it was my wife. My wife came first, not my mother. Sorry. Just like I had to tell my ex-wife one time, and listen, your mom and your dad is a unit. They got to be together. You can't be coming between that. Sorry. I mean, I don't know what I I don't think people really get what marriage is. That's why marriage is failing. People don't really understand what marriage is. It's like two become one. That means, guess what? Your wife, your husband is the priority. Everybody else is secondary. Till you have kids. Now the kids, wife, husband, parents is third or fourth, depending. Sorry, it's just the way it is. And if you don't feel that way, I don't think you should be getting married. Don't get married if you're not going to put your spouse as the priority. Don't have children if you're not going to put the kids as the priority. If you can't do that, I'm sorry. Don't get married. Don't have kids. Now, I got married. and I put my wife as the priority. But I didn't have kids, so my mother became number two. But once I wasn't married no more, then my mother became number one because I didn't have no children. So I don't know what to tell a lot of you people. Like I don't understand this notion that parents supposed to get something even if they treat their kids like shit. Sorry, they gave you life. The kids didn't ask for that. Now all the kids supposed to do is make sure your legacy ain't worth shit. That's their job. The parents did their job. Kobe, Kobe's parents are more famous for their son than themselves. That's Kobe doing. They did their job. That's all they owed. Everything else, hey, you had to earn that. If they wanted Kobe money, you had to accept his marriage. You didn't want to accept it. Oh well, you ain't getting no money. Then you want to steal from him? Oh, you definitely ain't getting none. Oh well, sucks to be y'all. Just like if I treat my mom like shit and she cut me off, didn't give me nothing. Oh well, sucks to be me. Hell, my dad didn't give me nothing, and I didn't treat my dad bad. I still didn't get nothing from my dad. I had to literally go find that shit that he had. And the life insurance policy, he left to my cousin, but my cousin was taking care of him. We wasn't like that. Hey, no harm, no foul. It's kind of fucked up, but hey, it is what it is. Am I bitter about that? No. It was what it was. What can I do? But am I going around saying my dad owed me shit? I'm like, my dad, hey, it is what it is. I didn't do what my dad needed me to do at the time. Well, I didn't talk to him as much as I should have. Well, guess what? I didn't get the money. Well, at least not the life insurance policy that we had to go find, but I did get some money, $3,000 that I had to split between me, my brother, and my half sister, and that was by happenstance. I, it's not that he willed it to us. I don't understand the people. Like people think that they owe their kids owe them just for existing. They don't owe you shit for just existing. They owe you just not to make your legacy look bad. But sometimes the kids they gotta make up for these parents' failures. So not only do they have to make sure that the parents' legacy stay intact, now they gotta fix the issues that their parents left. Sons gotta make up for what their dad didn't do. The daughters gotta make up for what their mom didn't do, and vice versa. Like Jesus Christ, what's wrong with these people? Is why this community is so just. I can see why there's a whole bunch of coons and sellouts. I can see why. These are the mentality of some of the our people. Parents are owed shit for treating their kids like shit, and they still need to be owed something. Especially mothers. Parents feel like they never been in their kids' life, but they deserve parent role. Parent the title of parent. The fuck? Steal from your kids. Still treat them like parents. You had to still do for your parents. I'm like, fuck that. You treat me like shit. I don't care who you are. Bye. You get the best you better hope the best I get is cut you off. Because anything else, I don't know, man. Just I just hate these talking points. And it's just like, but again, these are fucking broken people that just our people are broken. They they entitled, they're desperate for shit that they didn't earn. They think celebrities owe them just because they seen a game or two. Like these celebrities don't owe you nothing. You don't give nothing important. You give more money to other people than the celebrities will ever make. Even when they marry out, they still y'all still spend more money than they could ever make. And oh my God, they give it to their community, okay, and that which is their family. Well, they don't give it to our community. Why should you? Why should they? You ain't earn it. You ain't grace yourself with those particular people. So what the fuck should they? And some of them do give to the community, but then you throw it in their faces because they're still not black. So you spit in their faces and then expect them to just take it. Okay, cool. And when they don't, now you want to bitch. Like, man, shut the fuck up and stop bitching. This community is a bunch of bitches and bitch ass niggas, man. Just bitches and bitch ass niggas bitching. And you wonder why nobody cares. But anyway, I am done. This rant. I should have been done. Like, I got shit to do anyway. But yeah, anybody, if you're married and anybody tell you you owe your parents something that they should be the top priority, tell them to go fuck themselves. Those are fucking users. Your top priority is your wife and your children. That's it. Parents come second or third, dependent. And if they can't handle it, oh well. That's it. This but speak. I am out. Peace. Have a good one.